Hey everybody, Ben here from the Bonehead podcast, and we've got Blood Bowl news. We've got breaking Blood Bowl news. It is the Warhammer World anniversary today, and I've been saying we're going to get a new team, and we have had the reveal of the next Blood Bowl team. Now, Milton has been going on about rumours of gnomes for a while now, and as a good friend, we all just assumed he was going through some things, but the things he was going through was the truth. So over on the Warhammer community page, let's have a quick look at what's going on. So Warhammer World anniversary, gnomes bring animals, illusions, and pointy hats to Blood Bowl. Okay, we've got actual genuine gnomes here. Let's zoom in a bit. So Blood Bowl is a game of athleticism and sporting skill, but every now and then a team comes along with the grit and determination and the je ne sais quoi to transcend mortal limits and achieve true gridiron greatness. A team with such natural talent that no amount of rippling muscles and whip-crack reflexes can stand before them. A team with badgers. Oh, I love that there's badgers. That is interesting. We're going to have to go through this. Oh, the Glimdwaro groundhogs. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so this is gnomes. We couldn't hold them back any longer. The strongest, exclamation mark, Blood Bowl team to ever grace the gridiron has arrived. Gnomes are avid Blood Bowl fans who usually stick to their own secluded burrows, but every once in a while, a team will enter the big world and make a name for themselves in the leagues, usually through the popularity of their adorable woodland compatriots rather than any skill or success. Whether it's a Beastmaster, that I imagine would be the gnome with the stick and the honker there, and by honker I mean goose for those of you listening instead of watching, working alongside a ferocious goose to shore up their team's line of defense, or a speedy fox sprinting downfield with the ball in their mouth. We've got more animals in Blood Bowl. Gnomes make use of many furry friends to fill in where their short stature can't compete. Then, if that isn't enough to secure some touchdowns, their mastery of illusions and capricious tricks surely is. All right, so this is the first shot of the gnome models here, and we're talking garden gnomes. We are talking actual, genuine garden gnomes in Blood Bowl. So we've got a couple of what looks potentially like linemen, plus with the beast master, who looks like he might be on a slightly larger base with the goose from the preview thing. They dropped a little sneak peek, and I never in a million years would have assumed that a goose would have been Blood Bowl, but hey, it is the case. Right, we've got two more gnome positionals here. One with the badger. Right, one's got the goose, one's got the badger. Those are the same poses. We've already seen that the goose boy is the Beastmaster. So the badger looks to be an alternate piece for the Beastmaster. And we've got another gnome here. Looks like, I don't know, that could be a lineman. We've got the fox. All right, we've got the fox here. There's a halfling helmet on the base, and he's got the ball stuffed right in his mouth. Lineman, another lineman maybe with a pipe. Another fox, this one without the ball. So it looks like we've got some alternative poses, some alternate pieces there, which is really cool to see. And what looks like could be some more linemen. That dude's got some spell magic, but we saw it with wizard sleeves, right, and snotlings, so not necessarily a position we will see. Luckily, not everyone on the team struggles to reach the average player's knees, and their connection to the woodland allows gnomes to enlist the help of Old-Turn Forest treemen. These giant arboreal brutes are vital for smashing holes in the opposing line that their smaller teammates can surge through, but with exceptionally slow movement and constant risk of taking root wherever they stand. They need to be managed carefully. Okay, Tree Man. This looks different to the halfling treeman, but all the same. So I wonder if there's an upgrade sprue for it. Oh no, it's got a different face. Interesting. I mean, it would be really good if they did a second tree man, but this one looks very similar to the first, so I wonder if there's just some extra pieces they can go on it. Anyway, we'll come back to the treeman. We've seen treemen before. Treemen are great. They're not gnomes, though. Like other stunted teams, the gnomes have a particular rivalry with halflings. Most of their players come at budget cost, letting coaches pack out the rosters with the more exciting options available before, making up the numbers with linemen. Even then, regular gnome linemen have the jump up and wrestle skills, giving them a surprisingly solid counterpunch despite their poor AV. Beastmasters, right, we'll come back to that. Beastmasters are a vital linchpin, and not just because their models sport some of the all-time best companion critters. They're clearly shooting for the model of the year, aren't they, with the goose, the badger, and the fox. They're the only roster players across the entire game to start with the powerful guard skill. Guard and wrestle. Oh, if they've got dodge, this is going to be filthy. I'm assuming they're strength 2 because they're kind of halfling sized. They don't look small enough to be strength 1. Yeah, interesting. Right, helping your other players block even when they're stuck in themselves. Dude, if we've got a guard stunty and wrestle stunties, that's beautiful. Like, I love sacking the ball carrier is the only way to say that on morning TV. But to be an effective ball sacker, you need that strength bit. And if you can sneak a guard in there and then wrestle down, you're going to get the smoothness of the 1-die block, which is a 50% chance of taking the ball out on 1 die with a wrestle, assuming they don't have dodge. Whoa, that could be flipping awesome. That's very exciting. Right, no doubt thanks to their goose and badger allies. Hey, if wild animals, if the animals of Farthing would give you guard, then magic. Absolutely magic. Oh, I've lost my screen. That's really we'll have more from the Gnome Team as we get closer to their release. So in the meantime, head back to the preview hub to see everything else we revealed today. No small amount of luck. Warhammer community makes no qualitative claims about the strength and lack, therefore, of the Gnome Blood Bowl team. Right, we're ignoring that. Okay, right, let's go into talking time. So first things first, we've got gnomes. Oh, I like this. This is quite cool. I love watching these little intro videos. He's pretty fun. He's got like a little rope on him. There's the goose. That's what we've seen so far. So you've got the gnome lineman potentially. You've got a gnome with a magic ball. I don't know. I mean, they've called out the Beastmaster. They've called out the fox. If those are the 2 positionals for the team, then fair enough. They look halfling size. That guy's wicked. These models are brilliant. Trips texted me, I was feeding Libby, and he was like, right, we've got gnomes in Blood Bowl. I was like, what is happening? What is happening? What is that? What is that? Full screen, enhance. No. Yes. What is that? What is that chap? That chap right there. Oh, I don't have the green screen up. I was not prepared for a video this morning, so the back is all carnage. That chap has a fishing rod. That man has a fishing rod. We've got the Badger Boy, we've got Honker, you've got... Is there anything else special? That model there above me, above my head, like right here, that's interesting. They look like they're casting a spell or something. But again, I don't want to get fed... Yeah, that guy's got a fishing rod. Okay, right, well, they're going full gnome then, clearly, which is absolutely wicked. Right, let's talk team. Halflings sized, they've talked about stunty, they've talked about halflings being the enemy, and there is a fox with the halfling helmet on the base. So the base, halfling to fox sized. Look, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they're strength 2. Wrestle and jump up is fantastic. That is such a cool combination. It doesn't say that they have dodge, but being stunty, well, I'm assuming they're stunties. There's a lot of assumptions. If they are stunty, if they're halflings, but with wrestle and jump up, and let's assume they keep right stuff because they've got treatment, they keep dodge because they're tiny, they keep stunty because they're tiny. That's like a little puggy for every single one of these models. And that would have to be something like 50k. But I don't care. Like, the fact they've got wrestle and jump up, that is just such a beautiful and frustrating combination. So I think that's very, very, very cool. Very interesting. The inclusion of animals, I personally am all right with it. I think it's cool. I think that's fine for me. I think there's going to be a lot of people that love it. And the cool thing about this is it looks awfully like you don't need to put the model on the base. So I can imagine a lot of people are just going to like, not having the badger there, we'll just use man with stick. And then you've got the badger and the honker there to be your team tokens or something, which is fine, which keeps it. I know there's a lot of people that are like, well, Blood Bowl really should be about Blood Bowl sport. But I mean, we're talking again, giants, wizards, trees. I think a badger can play sport. Foxes. So they said something about foxes, didn't they? They said something about foxes. Where is the fox? Where is the fox? What does the fox say? Whether it's a beastmaster working alongside a ferocious goose to shore up the team's line of defense, or a speedy fox sprinting downfield with the ball in their mouth. So the fox is on its own base. We've had the beer boar. We've had Acorn the squirrel. I take it that the basing's so good, the painting's so good. This, oh god, they've finally given Blood Bowl the respect it blooming deserves. We need to get the pitch ready stat, because I mean, I wasn't expecting this today, so this could be coming quick. Love the little guy with the ball stuffed in his mouth. That's brilliant. Absolutely adore that. Do you know what? This is not at all what I was expecting at all. I mean, guys, this is the point where you have to tell me what you think in comments. What's Trip saying in chat? Is this oh no, we had a rumor sent to Trips about gnomes. So yeah, I guess that was right. It was Trips and Milton. Milton kept saying gnomes, so I thought it was Milton. All right, guys, that is everything that we know right now. We've got a new team. It's gnomes. There's a fox. There's beastmasters. There's treemen that look like they've got different pieces to them. And we have seen a dude with a fishing rod in the spoiler video. I'm just checking the front page to see if they've just, dropped a second one, but they haven't. So it's time for comments. What do you think? What do you think of Blood Bowl getting gnomes? I've been absolutely clamoring for another stunty team. Clamoring for a stunty team, and we finally got one. It wasn't at all what I was expecting. Still hoping for squigs, but I guess we got the squawk of the honker instead of squigs. Badgers are terrifying. Foxes are cunning. Gnomes, there's a guy with a fishing rod. Let me know what you think, and yeah, I'm hoping this is the start of a very exciting Blood Bowl period. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up. Please let me know what you think, and we'll be back soon with more Blood Bowl content. Happy honking! Thanks very much for watching. We really appreciate your support. If you want to support the channel even further, please like and subscribe. It really does help us out. Or come join us on YouTube members or in Patreon, where you can get exclusive access to some content, some loot, early access to basically everything we do, as well as regular competitions. Or you can pick up some Bonehead Podcast loot either on our website at boneheadpodcast.com. We've got the Dungeon Bowl things, we've got tokens and stuff like that, or on our Spreadshirt site as well. Everything you do just helps us make more content and hopefully do it of better quality. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Happy blocking.